What's up, everybody? I kind of did a last minute live. This was going to be a pre-recorded upload, but we live, baby. We live. Hit that like button, all that good stuff. Breakfast Club likes to strike videos, so we got to do this video live. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro and allow some of y'all to come in the room, and let's get started, y'all. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody feeling? How everybody living today? What's up? What's up, Tiara? What's up, Demetria? Hello. Lovely to see everybody. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and react to this video where Tamar is throwing Nene under the bus. She regrets doing that interview. You know, that viral interview where she said, "Big back Cadillac," talking about Loni Love. Oh, the drinks were flowing, and listen to how Tamar spin this. You know, she definitely spin this to make it seem like, oh, I don't know what I was. Come on now, Tamar is a mess. Let's get to it, y'all.
I just show up as me and just keep doing me.
Well, speaking of doing you, I saw you on a neneleakes show.
Oh God!
And we talked about it on the Breakfast Club before.
I saw.
Now, you done brought in Cadillacs and big backs and. You know, so there's never any reconciliation that will happen with you and Loni Love.
I'm not going to say that. And I do want to say that that is me being on Nene's show. I love Nene. We have a lot of history.
Yes.
But that is an interview that I'm not so proud of because it was a lot of girlfriend kitchen talk. Mm-hmm. You know, okay, so imagine being at a bar with your girlfriend,
yes,
that you haven't seen in a long time, and y'all have cocktails and y'all just start talking about stuff, right?
Okay.
This wasn't like a recorded phone call. This was actually like a recorded whole show that they did with cameras and lights and hair, makeup. Like, you've seen the cameras there. Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, it was like having a conversation with your girlfriends. Like, what are you talking about?
That was that interview.
Got you. But
yeah,
I mean, not Tamar, but you know, when you say something, it go.
But I forget, you know, and especially when I'm in a comfortable setting, you know what I'm saying? And then there's cocktails involved. It gets very free flowing.
Blame it on the alcohol.
And I just do feel like everything is not for the public. Now, had we had this conversation one-on-one, it wouldn't have sounded so offensive because you would have known that I was joking and kidding and blah, blah, blah.
Got you.
But
okay.
Once you say something and it goes out to the media, you just kind of got to stand by it. And that's been a lot of my moments, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, when I said, will there ever be any reconciliation, you said you won't say that.
I won't say that.
You're open to a conversation with Loni Love.
I am. I'm open to a conversation because.
Do Loni Love want to talk to you? Listen, the disrespect has to be just as loud as the apology, because at the end of the day, you had no right to call that lady. Here's the thing. The whole Tamar getting fired, y'all know that happened in 2016, right? So we going on 10 years of you still being mad and salty. And by the way, like I had told you guys, the executive producer of that show got fired at the same time as Tamar. And mind you, Vince was also a part of that too as well. So with knowing that, yeah, there was probably some backfighting going on, but she's blaming it all on Loni. She's not taking accountability at all. And Cammie, you're right, the backpedaling. She's backpedaling.
I feel like now, first of all, I probably should say this out loud and in front of everybody. I apologize for calling her a big back Cadillac. Not in any way did I want to shame her or, you know, I've held on to, you know, my composure all of this time and never said nothing, you know, bad, you know, and that was just really a vulnerable moment. And I apologize, Loni. I really want to have a conversation that could lead to a reconcile.
Well, let's start now with
But here's the thing. I feel like Tamar forgives Loni every couple of years, and then she starts back up with the name calling. I feel like this isn't the first time she addressed Loni. No, actually, I know this isn't the first time she addressed Loni. She has done it on multiple different interviews and multiple different shows. She's always talking about Loni and how Loni is to blame for this and that, but never takes accountability for herself at all.
The conversation that could lead to reconciliation, right? I think when that moment happened, it made a lot of people go down a rabbit hole of, well, what was the issue? And then we look back at the show, and because I didn't know that you had such a big role behind the scenes when it came to the show that you guys were on together, right? But it sounded like, or it felt like you felt very wronged in that situation.
Well, wronged because of the friendship level.
Okay.
Right? So when I almost lost my life, she came to visit me at the hospital. And like she said before, on a couple of interviews, that she would come to my house on a random Saturdays.
Yes.
And, just hang out and be, a sister friend. And, when I heard all of the things that was happening behind the scenes, of course, as a human being,
yes,
or someone that you would call your sister, you would be devastated about. So, and I was too. I'm human.
Did you ever go to?
But here's the thing. When has it ever been cool to call somebody big back? Whenever you call somebody big back, that's a direct shot at somebody either who has a big back, somebody fat. It's fat shaming. That's never cool. When has that ever been like, oh yeah, that's all right? The way she's trying to pacify it or almost make it seem like, oh, it's not really a big deal. I just said a comment that was really disrespectful, but not a big deal. Because somebody talk about her face and her plastic surgery, she don't like that, right? Especially being called a Muppet.
To her and try to initiate a conversation once you heard these things?
No. Because it was just so much. It was just a lot.
It was a lot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a lot.
You hesitated a bit when you said it was a lot. It still kind of like choked you up a bit, what you experienced?
No, it doesn't choke me up. I just want to be very careful about the things that I say because, like I said before, I want to be able to stand by the things that I say.
Gotcha.
And on my healing journey, and when I watch things that are, not so much like me in the now,
yes,
I become disappointed in myself.
Yes.
And I always want to show up as my best self, where I am proud of myself and,
yes,
and where I can physically see my growth and be happy about it. So that's why I'm very leery about what I say, because I don't, you're somebody I really like and respect,
yes,
and we could definitely have a comfortable conversation outside of these mics.
I got you.
And so I just want to remain as somebody who,
Doesn't she have a podcast of her own where she's like talking to a therapist and she got her mom there and so I don't know what the name is. I've never watched an episode, but I've seen like clips and like she has a show where she has a therapist there. Like, your therapist obviously has not healed you. Fire your therapist immediately. Your therapist is trash.
I look at the end of the day and be happy.
Now, when it came to the production side of the Real, and listening to you on Nene's show, the Nene Leakes show, I didn't know that you were like so involved on the production side.
Yeah.
Why was that never a conversation around you with the Real?
Because a lot of people go to my on-camera persona.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that I created the Braxton Family Values. A lot of people don't know that I created Tamar Events. And I'm a creative, a producer, and a lot of people don't know that. So they get caught up.
She never had a production credit on The Real. Only Vincent did. Now, if she want to say she had a production credit through her husband, that's one thing. But she never had her name on it. Never.
The things that I say in front of the camera,
yes,
a lot of people aren't creatives and also talent. And I just think that people got caught up in that talent.
Got you. Now, and moving forward, last time I saw you, we were talking a bit about dating or what you were not doing when it came to dating.
That's the thing. We don't care about her dating life. If you guys want to check out the full video, I have the link in there. But I wanted to play this because I'm all like, again, Tamar is not taking accountability for anything. She's literally talking about how, when drinks are flowing and you with your girlfriend, it's a whole production. You got makeup, hair, and everybody was talking about her baby hair, right? Makeup, hair, lights, camera. Like, if I know that I have lights, camera, makeup, hair, clothes, like, you're doing an interview. It doesn't matter if it's your friend. It's an interview. So you chose not to be professional. You chose to drag that lady. Mind you, Nene just said, she got an opportunity to be a part of the show, but she declined. And then they ended up going with Loni Love. That's all she said. Nene did not disrespect Loni Love at all. She was just telling her story, her truth. And you decided to be like, oh, I wish I would have known that. We would have never hired Big Back Cadillac. You're the one who disrespected Loni. And I still haven't heard Loni say anything directly, like, as far as being disrespectful to Tamar, like Tamar ugly, Tamar that. I've never heard her say anything. Tamar is always the one to run her messy ass mouth and literally disrespect people and then cry wolf or cry Karen, as we say. Thank you, here. I appreciate that. Afternoon 82 in chat. 82, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah. Always want to talk about everybody else. What's up, Love Jones? Always want to talk about everybody else, but not talk about yourself and take accountability for what you did. And this literally is throwing Nene under the bus, like she just got some kind of platform where people can just run their mouth and drag people. Now, I do agree. I believe it was it Tierra or Jay? One of y'all said she should have Loni Love on the show. Yes, I think Nene should have Loni Love on the show to at least tell her side of the story. And mind you, I checked social media. Loni Love still hasn't addressed any of this whole Big Back Cadillac. Loni Love got her white man still and probably getting her booty ate and everything else and not even tripping off of whatever Tamar got to say. And I just realized my fan is in the camera. Yeah, that's my fan right there. But yeah, any other questions, y'all? What's up, Shawnee? Loni Love seems like a genuine person. Yeah, and again, we have not seen proof that Loni Love set her up. There was some friend, I played you guys that show where there was a former friend of Loni Love who said, yeah, she was writing notes and having secret meetings. Well, Tamar, if you had production credits and all this other stuff, then whatever conversations Loni was having, that shouldn't have mattered, right? Where was the HR department? Tamar knows that it has something to do with that executive producer that was fired. I don't have her name right now. And then Vince, who was her manager and producer. She knows it has something to do with that, but she wants to put the blame on Loni Love because she don't want to take accountability for herself. That's basically it. The lady can't take no accountability, but hey, it is what it is. And Nene, do the right thing and have Loni Love on your show. If she want to go, Loni probably don't even want to go on the show because let that lady call me Big Back. Mind you, it went viral. We talked about it. Everybody else and their mama talked about it. It's kind of too late now, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I love you guys for being here. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But we out. Deuces, everybody.